know about you, but I have a love-hate relationship with Etsy. I love the marketplace. I've had some great success on the marketplace, and I absolutely love the Etsy buyers. I love their creativity. I love that they come looking for personalized items, and I actually like that they're willing to spend money on the things that they want to buy. But Etsy does have its drawbacks, and I talked about some of those things in the video that I have linked in the card above me about the 5 things that Etsy sellers won't tell you. And if you haven't seen that video, I recommend you check it out. And it covers things like, Etsy support, which we all know is a little bit lacking. We also know that Etsy shops are getting shut down without Etsy telling you why. There are just a lot of things that are less than perfect when it comes to Etsy. Now, I am by no means trying to tell you to not sell on Etsy. Again, it is a great marketplace. You shouldn't put all of your eggs in that Etsy basket. You should have some other selling channels. In this video, I'm going to give you some alternatives to selling on Etsy. This video is going to be great for any Etsy sellers that's looking for some other places to sell their items, and those could be handmade items, print on demand, or digital items. This video is also going to be helpful to any Etsy seller whose shop has been shut down, or anybody's just a little worried about walking on that thin ice about not knowing if your shop is going to be available or not the next day after you put in all that hard work. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Shalise, and my channel is all about that ultimate quest of building your dream life. I help entrepreneurs start and grow their business without getting overwhelmed or burnt out. It's always good to have options, so let's look at some alternatives to selling on Etsy. I've got marketplaces on my list for my handmade sellers, digital sellers, and print on demand sellers. And I even have marketplaces for those of you who are located outside of the US. My list is going to be comprised of marketplaces. This means that Shopify is not going to be on the list. I do recommend having a Shopify site or some other type of e-commerce site that you own. The marketplaces that I'm going to go over on this list do not take the place of that because, again, just like on Etsy, you do not own your customers on these marketplaces. For each of the marketplaces on my list, I'm going to tell you who it's best for, who can sell there, what you can sell there, the cost to sell in that marketplace, and how you make money. So let's get into the list. The first marketplace, which is an alternative to selling on Etsy, is GoImagine. I found out about GoImagine about 2 weeks ago after watching a video by Starla Moore, and I thank her so much for posting this video because I've been looking for a marketplace to really compete with Etsy, and GoImagine seems like it's going to be a good choice. GoImagine is designed specifically for handmade sellers. They refer to marketplaces like Etsy, Amazon, and eBay as corporate marketplaces. There is a monthly fee to sell on GoImagine. They have 3 packages: the Launch Package, Thrive Package, and Mosaic Package. The Launch Package is $2.50 per month, and you get to sell 20 products with a 5% transaction fee. The Thrive Package is $5 per month, and you get 200 product listings with a 5% transaction fee. And then finally, you have the Mosaic Package, where it is $10 per month, and you get 1,000 product listings with a 5% transaction fee, and you also get your own branded website. To get paid on GoImagine, you connect your own Stripe account. GoImagine is a marketplace that's the closest I've seen to being a competitor to Etsy. And if you sell handmade items, I definitely recommend checking them out. They even have an Etsy import tool that allows you to take your Etsy listings and import them into GoImagine, which could be a big time saver if you have a lot of Etsy listings. If you're finding this information valuable, I'd like for you to take a moment and like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps the channel, and it lets the YouTube algorithm know that my content is worth watching, and it'll push it out to more people. And I just want to thank you for watching, and thank you for liking and subscribing. The next alternative to selling on Etsy on my list is TikTok Shop. And we've all heard of TikTok Shop. TikTok allows sellers to sell on TikTok Lives, in-feed videos, or their showcase tab. In order to sell on TikTok, you have to be registered and approved before you can list any items. All sellers must be registered and approved on TikTok Shop before they can list and sell any products. In order to sell on TikTok, you have to be at least 18 years old and have a U.S. passport, driver's license, or other proof that you are a U.S. resident. There are 2 types of sellers that can sell on TikTok: individual sellers and business sellers. TikTok Shop is best for U.S.-based sellers who can make and ship their products quickly. And this also includes print-on-demand sellers. On TikTok Shop, you can sell physical products. There is no focus on handmade products. You cannot sell digital products on TikTok Shop, which also also means that you can sell services, digital courses, or memberships. Print on demand is allowed on TikTok Shop, and so far I've seen support for Printful and PRINTIFY. Speed of product delivery is key on TikTok Shop. You have 2 business days to process your order and ship them. And on that 3rd business day, your product has to show as shipped by your shipping provider. Not meeting these deadlines will bring strikes against your account, which could eventually cause you to lose your shop. The cool part about selling on TikTok Shop is that there's no monthly fee. TikTok charges commission-based fees to its sellers. The amount depends on where you're located. In the US, it's called a referral fee, and in other locations, it's referenced as a marketplace commission. From my experience, things change fast on TikTok Shop, so I recommend going to their website and validating this information. Now let's talk about how you get paid on TikTok. The checkout process for TikTok Shop is powered by TikTok. After a person places an order, TikTok processes that order and transfers the fund to the bank account that you have attached to your account. When you get paid depends on how old your shop is and the health of your shop. So they have a range of payment options or payment time periods, and it basically varies and it can change often. I know when I first set up my TikTok Shop, it was during Q4 of 2023, and when my shop was brand new, it was going to take roughly 28 days, I believe, for me to get a payout. Now, depending on how you run your business, this could be a problem because it's about a month before getting a payout when you just get started. So if you're gonna sell on TikTok Shop, I recommend getting it set up during a slow period. So right now it's summer, and that's normally slow for a lot of Etsy shops. So I would set up TikTok Shop now, so by the time we get to Halloween and Q4, your shop has some longevity in it, and maybe you can get that time period for your payouts down to be a little bit smaller. TikTok Shop is a great alternative if you have a physical product to sell and you can get that product shipped out quickly. They do have lots of rules and it can be kind of complicated, so I recommend setting up your shop, taking your time, and reading through the rules so you understand everything that goes into running your shop, especially when it comes to shipping. There are rules around how you list your items. So take your time, read through the rules. There are lots of videos on YouTube, and if you'd like me to go deeper into running a TikTok shop, let me know in the comments and I'll do a full video on it. The next alternative to selling on Etsy on my list I have is Gumroad. And Gumroad is an e-commerce platform that allows creators to sell to their audiences. Gumroad is best for US and international sellers that sell both physical and digital products. They cater to writers, musicians, filmmakers, SaaS developers, educators, and you can sell on Gumroad to a worldwide audience. You can sell physical products, digital products, and memberships. Gumroad charges a 10% flat fee with no monthly fee. This does not include credit card processing fees or PayPal fees. You can get paid via direct deposit or PayPal depending on your country, and you can also connect your own Stripe account to Gumroad. Gumroad is a great option for sellers of both physical and digital products, no matter whether you live in the US or abroad. Gumroad is more of an e-commerce platform than a marketplace, so keep that in mind when you're considering the traffic that's going to come to your shop on Gumroad. Next on my list, we have Creative Fabrica. Creative Fabrica is a marketplace for digital products. It's very popular with sellers who sell fonts, graphics, crafts, embroidery, die cutting designs, quilting, sublimation designs, and even coloring books. What's different about Creative Fabrica than the marketplaces that I've talked about so far is that Creative Fabrica handles all of the customer service for you. All you do is upload your designs. Some things to note about Creative Fabrica is that your designs must be approved before they're live on the site, and once they're live, you have very limited changes you can make to your listings. Another very important thing to note about Creative Fabrica is that all products come with a commercial license. This means that once a person buys your digital product, they have full rights to use it as they will. They can even resell it commercially. This means that once a customer purchases a product, they can modify and sell unlimited in use of the product that they purchase. Another drawback to this is that Creative Fabrica doesn't add any additional payment options for commercial use licensing of your products. So who is Creative Fabrica best for? Creative Fabrica is best for international and US sellers of digital products that are looking for a way to make passive income. You can sell all types of digital products on Creative Fabrica, and this includes design files for Silhouette and Cricut, product mock-ups, fonts, stock photos, knitting and crochet patterns, or even online courses. So let's talk about pricing. It is free to list your items on Creative Fabrica, but here's the catch. Creative Fabrica is going to take a 50% commission of all of your sales, unless you use an affiliate link, and then they'll only take a 25% commission. Now you're saying, whoa, this is a lot. They're going to get 50% of my sales. But you have to remember that with Creative Fabrica, all you have to do is get your design and upload it. You don't handle any customer service or talking to any customers. You're basically uploading designs, and Creative Fabrica handles the rest. So this is why this is seen as more of a passive way to sell digital products. Now you get paid two ways on Creative Fabrica. You get paid a commission when someone buys an individual item. Now Creative Fabrica also allows its buyers to get memberships or subscriptions. When someone with a subscription buys your item, you get paid subscription revenue. And this is based on how many listings you have on the site. So it's kind of a shared revenue with all of the sellers that are on Creative Fabrica. So if you have a small amount of listings on the site, then you're going to be making in the range of cents when it comes to this subscription revenue. But the more listings you have, the more you can get paid in this area. So Creative Fabrica is more of a volume game when it comes to what you get paid for subscription revenue, which means that you can post things on Creative Fabrica, never make a sale, but still make a portion of the subscription revenue, which is, kind of cool when it comes to passive income. The money that you do make on Creative Fabrica is collected in your digital wallet, and you have to request a payout. Your money can be sent to PayPal, directly to your bank account, or to Payoneer. Making money from Creative Fabrica is a numbers game. The more listings you have, the more money you can make. Creative Fabrica might not be the best choice as your main source of income, meaning I wouldn't necessarily scratch an Etsy shop and only sell on Creative Fabrica because it's more of passive income. But if you have an Etsy shop already and you're selling digital items, why not post them on Creative Fabrica and make some passive income? Now, one caveat to that, if you don't want buyers having a commercial license to your digital products, then Creative Fabrica is not the place for you. If you have made it this far, then you are definitely my people. So take a moment right now, go down in the comments and give me a thumbs up emoji. On one of my videos, I had you to comment yellow kangaroo, which was kind of cool because yellow kangaroo was coming out of nowhere for the people that did not watch all the way to the end. But go in the comments and just leave me a thumbs up emoji so I know you made it this far, and make sure that you have liked and subscribed like we talked about earlier. So I'm on my last marketplace, and that is Creative Market, not to be confused with Creative Fabrica. These are two separate sites, although they do have lots of similarities. Creative Market is a marketplace that allows its sellers to sell digital products. In order to sell on Creative Market, you have to apply and be approved. So not just anyone can start a shop on Creative Market. You have to put in an application, and in your application, you have to show a portfolio of products. They want to make sure you have quality products that are right for their site. Your portfolio could be your current Etsy shop. So if you're already selling digital products, you're ahead of the game. Just like Creative Fabrica, Creative Market is best for US and international sellers that want to sell digital products passively. On Creative Market, you can sell digital products like fonts, graphics, website templates, vector images, brushes, templates, mock-ups, illustrations, and photos. Just like Creative Fabrica, it is free to list on Creative Market, but they do take a 50% commission on each one of your sales. Also similar to Creative Fabrica, the money that you make on Creative Market is put into a secure account, and you have to request a payout, and that can go to your bank account, and you can request that payout whenever you choose. So as you can see, Creative Market is very similar to Creative Fabrica, with the only difference being their pricing models. Creative Market is pay per item, and you can add personal or commercial licensing and set your own costs. So there you have it. I've given you some alternative marketplaces that you can sell your handmade, digital, and print-on-demand items instead of only selling on Etsy. Again, Etsy is an amazing marketplace, but it should not be your own selling channel. By selling on some of the other marketplaces on this list, you give your business redundancy, a safety net just in case something happens to your Etsy shop, or if something happens on one of these other platforms. It's best to have multiple selling channels to increase your odds of success. Along with having multiple selling channels, you should also own your own audience outside of these individual marketplaces, and you do that by having an email list. Watch this video right here to learn how to set up your email list and how it can help you increase your sales.